We have another very exciting Clash of Clans video for you. Tribe Gaming, the first professional Clash of Clans team, the first team to qualify into the World Finals, are battling live in Madrid against the newest esports team to the Clash scene, Cream ESports. Who do you think will win? Who are you cheering for? Let me know down in the comments, but let's dive straight into it. It looks like Cream ESports are attacking first, and they are going in against Itsu straight away. Guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my Clash content, and turn on that notification bell. We are starting out here with the Queen to the west side of the base, going to be pressing in towards that multi-inferno. We've taken out this left-hand side of the base. Looks like we will be driving straight towards the Eagle and the Queen. And we're going to have to be careful that the multi here does not attract fire onto the healers. Hopefully we can drive through the multi and then to the Queen and the Eagle. Let's just see how this goes. The Queen starting to walk around here. Let's just see how Style is planning on correcting this, as the Queen now comes into that multi, quickly has some balloons onto that archer tower to take that out and stop the Queen from going that direction. Manages to get that multi, which was indeed doing a lot of damage onto the healers. Having to get another rage onto the Queen, but she has gone down. Can he correct this? Can he at least salvage the 2-star attack? Let's see how he adapts. Guys, if you missed it, we did have Cream ESports in a 30-minute event just like this against Team Queso. I will link that video at the end if you missed that war. It was incredible, as this one is bound to be. Flies the balloon straight in from that bottom area, trying to get to that town hall. It is not activated. Has minions at the bottom there, trying to get to the 51%, but he activates it beforehand. The slammer does not get caught on that tornado trap, so he is going to be able to take it down. Also snuck the balloons at the top into that eternal tomb as well, so all is well moving through here. Obviously we're not going to get the 3-star attack, but a very good adaptation there in order to ensure that they get the 2-star. They drive up the percentage as high as possible in order to give themselves a fighting chance against Tribe Gaming. Who do you think is going to win? We have seen Tribe everywhere. Cream ESports new here on the Clash of Clans scene, and they did incredible against Team Queso. Again, I will link that video at the end. I hope you guys have enjoyed all of these 30-minute wars, back-to-back attacks. They are so intense, so entertaining. I just love it, and I do plan on bringing a recap of all of the 3-stars from this mini event at Gamergy in Madrid. In terms of percentage for this first attack, it is going to be 74% closing out as the minions take the King's Altar, and then the archer is going to be able to get the army camp. Obviously this attacker just waiting out, trying to get whatever percentage possible, is probably going to get that, but either way 75% is the maximum. And now Mudkey of Tribe Gaming coming straight in against Style to try and take him out for the 3 stars. Let's see if Mudkey can get it done. We've had plenty of showcasing Tribe in recent days, and you have seen the talent of these guys. The commitment that they put into Clash is so impressive, and let's see if Mudkey can get this done. As the wall wrecker comes through, has a little bit of tankage from the King, and it breaks open them wall compartments beautifully to allow the Queen straight into the multi-inferno. Now this is just going to be a Sui technique. The Queen decides to walk. What is it with the Queen not wanting to go into the base? Style in that first attack definitely struggled, and on defense manages to force the Queen around the outside. The King might just clutch this and get that multi-inferno. The Queen is down, the enemy King is down. Obviously for a Lalo attack the King is not that important, but does indeed get the multi-inferno. Decides to send a giant in to tank this area a little bit. If he can get that whistle Wizard Tower and hopefully the Archer Tower and Tesla, then at least he's got a little bit of value from the Queen. Missed one Tesla, but certainly a decent amount of value. Now coming in from this western side, this is ideally where he was going to come from anyway, behind the sweepers, and quickly puts the hounds into that top area as well. Going to have enough balloons to come through the town hall, but trying to drive some of them into the middle. Look at all of the damage. Has the earthquake spell in order to ensure that the town hall is activated. You do not want to fly past that with the balloons. Grand Warden's ability used to try and encompass as many balloons as they start to go in each and every direction. We quickly get the eagle down. This is looking very impressive towards the 3 stars. The Queen, although she walked, still got incredible value in terms of that Wizard Tower, Archer Tower, Tesla. The balloons take out the final Wizard Tower with help from the haste. The air defense falls, and now there is just a grounded Expo, and Mudkey is going to get this done. Style thought he might have been able to trick Tribe here in sending that Queen around the outside of the base, but it wasn't meant to be. There is a lot to clean up here, which might be their lifeline. Cream Esports, are they going to fall victim to Tribe here, or can they just about salvage this attack? And he gets a bit of a split on the balloons. That's a good thing, but ideally he needs them to this gold storage. This is what's going to hold him up. This area is going to go down. Balloons will quickly take this area, but I think he's going to run out of time here. Mudkey is devastated at this point. Remember, all of these teams are there in Madrid, live, battling each other. How intense must this be? It is going to be a 99% 2-star. Percentage-wise, they are up by a long shot at this point, but can Cream Esports get a 3-star in order to boost themselves ahead of Tribe Gaming? Eve Maxi is going to be the Tribe member on defense. Golo of Cream Esports. When we seen Cream Esports attack against Team Queso, I will link that at the end of this video. He got the 3 stars, so can he do it against Tribe? They really need this, and with that 99%, is it going to knock Tribe's confidence? I doubt it. We seen them battle Team Queso. Again, that video is on my channel. Go and have a look, and they came back even though they were so far behind. On this one, we create the funnel very successfully on either side to just send the Wrecker and the heroes straight into the town hall. That new level 6 rage spell really does help to power them troops forward, and the Grand Warden's ability helps so much more for your kill squad. You get so much more value. Would have liked to have seen the King's ability popped before the Grand Warden's ability, because you can get so much value from all of them barbarians. It now does get popped to take out the enemy Queen, move forward to the Eagle Artillery, but that for a Sui kill squad, or a very cheap kill squad, is incredible in terms of value. And look at how the center of the base now is carved out. The Hog Riders can move all the way around the outside. The Queen doesn't quite come into the center where we might have wanted her to, because the defenses are tanked onto the Hog Riders. She decided to move up to the top. Thankfully, she did indeed get an Expo, so salvaged something. The Ice Golem comes in from the bottom with a few Hog Riders to take out the Archer Tower, keep the Hog Riders inside the base. That is effective in terms of time, but also in case there was giant bombs down in that region. One does now go off, followed by a heal spell to boost the Hog Riders back up. As they come to this multi, they do have a Tesla farm, a Wizard Tower, and no doubt a giant bomb in that area to deal with, so a lot of damage, but a lot of hogs to get through this. They do indeed have a giant bomb, but it is out of the way from the Tesla farm. Another one goes off, but thankfully some of the Hog Riders did indeed split, and they take down that defense with the Ice Golem tanking the Archer Tower. There is no way that this one is going to be a time fail. It is going to be a 3-star, and Tribe will be gutted. At this point, a 99% time fail, so close, but then Cream Esports with Golo is going to be able to get this done. Hog Riders jumping through towards them final few buildings. All he can hope is that there is a bunch of spring traps to slow these Hog Riders down. He might struggle towards this final Elixir storage. Have I spoke too soon and jinxed it? I really hope not. A spring trap does indeed go off. The goblin's helping out, and I think he is going to get this done. What an incredible turnaround here by Cream Esports, getting the 3-star. Tribe Gaming, we know, can come back from this though. Let's see if they can get this done. What an intense matchup we have. EveCheck is the man to try and get this done, and it is a lava loon which he is going to use to try and get the 3. Now this war is really heating up. Any of you guys that predicted down below that Cream Esports would get this done, you might be onto something, but Tribe did get a 99%. They are still pretty confident at this point, and you've seen them against Team Queso on my channel not too long ago. When Team Queso got a 3, Tribe would get the 3. It didn't faze them. They kept coming back and getting it done. If you missed that, guys, go into my video library and go ahead and watch Tribe versus Team Queso. It was incredible. Using the king to try and drive down that outside, doesn't quite go into the base. Finally, once the wizard takes out the cannon, which for some reason the king was going for, he drives around the outside, creates that funnel. But you've got to admit that the wizard onto the cannon and the archer tower does help the archer queen here to get much better value in terms of getting straight onto the town hall. She can take that down without too much damage, but how much further can she get, and how much time will be affected there? With a Sui hero method though, you don't tend to run out on time. A haste spell comes in ahead of the loons here, trying to quickly get them defenses down and protect the queen, but it's not going to happen. She does go down. She got the Sui value, but certainly would have been nice to try and protect her there, but the expo was just that little bit further in. In comes the blimp though. Look at the chain value on the inside of the base that could be getting. The blimp goes past the spells though, and just about pops out where we wanted. The E-drag is under rage, does indeed hit the clan castle, but the balloons were too efficient and took out the defenses in front, meaning that the E-drag couldn't get much chain value, but did get the queen exactly as proposed. Does have one haste spell for this final section, and Cream Esports need a miracle for this attack not to be a 3. As the balloons split, they take one wizard tower, they move to the multi-inferno, that goes down, they move to the final wizard tower. The level 40 Grand Warden helps to take that down. Cream Esports were cheering for 1 second, and Tribe Gaming straight back in with the 3-star. That is why they are the first professional team in Clash of Clans, why they were first to qualify into the World Championship finals. And if you were not hyped for the World Championships before I started featuring these events from Gamergy in Madrid, then you most certainly should be. EveCheck showing us how it is done with a 3-star right back at Cream Esports. Now we know for certain that Tribe have the percentage with that 3-star and with the 99, so they pull themselves back into the lead, but Cream Esports are not going to end things there. They are going to battle to the bitter end and put Tribe right back where they need to be with another 3-star. Let's see if they can get this done. Using the king alongside that wizard at the top to help create that funnel. Wizard does a nice job just to take them buildings, and down we come. The king can then be used against the enemy king to take that out. A couple of bowlers do indeed help, and the queen comes forward, just waiting at this point to try and ensure that the healers are out of range of any air defense when they come in. There is the jump spell. Should be able to snipe this air defense with the bowlers. Queen having to use that ability, might have just got away with it there, but didn't want to take the risk, used the ability, and in she comes to the base. Healers taking a bit of damage there, couldn't quite see what was attacking them, but the bowlers helped take down the CC. Fortunately, the healers are out of range of the multi-inferno, otherwise that could be disastrous. Minion comes in to help the lava pups take them out and protect them healers even more. Losing 1 to 2 healers can be awful when when you are doing a queen charge. You've got to ensure that when your queen gets into the base and situations like this where she's taking damage from expos, that she's got that healing, but due to the air sweeper pushing the healers back, not able to get the queen, just too much damage onto her. And with Hog Riders, we are now not really going to have too much to take out the queen. No Skelly spell drives the Hog Riders in. Thankfully the town hall is already down, so we don't have to worry about that. The 2 stars is going to be in the bag here for Cream Esports, so definitely nothing to worry too much about. They've already got 1 3-star, but they do need another really, unless they can really drive up the percent, because with Tribe having 99 and them only having, was it 70% in the first attack, this one is not going to be that high of a percentage either. They might have to have a miracle to win on percent, but definitely 1 more 3-star attack could indeed do it. Now the Hog Riders have done a better job than you would have thought, clearing out this section. A shame that they didn't get these couple of Teslas, because there are a number of free buildings down there that they could have got, but it is going to be around about 75% here, maybe a little bit more by the time things are finished, so definitely a decent percent. But is it going to be enough, as we have Sebex coming straight in for Tribe Gaming? 99, then 100. Can they repeat it? Can they get another 3-star? We've seen Tribe in recent days with Sebex getting the 3-star. We know the talent of this guy, but can he do it right now to really put his team ahead of Cream Esports? The Queen comes in to take that Tesla out, driving straight towards the King. Could the healers get in range here? If she goes for the King and he's not standing in the correct position, they do. They are in range. She needs to get that multi pretty quick, and she doesn't. She goes forward. What can he do? Maybe he can sacrifice them 5 loons onto it, because the healers are taking a lot of damage here and they're going to go down. Has to use the heal spell onto the healers, because if they go down, he has absolutely no chance. So he is going to be able to continue through this, but chose to use the heal instead of any troops to try and take out that multi. Notice how the Grand Warden's ability was used early to try and help him through the Giga Tesla, but more importantly to help the Queen and the healers. Knows that the bowlers with range can indeed hit the Giga Tesla and be out of range. They can be in the other compartment and not be affected from the Giga Tesla. Now the Slammer comes into that multi, and this is a good start, but things are going to just go down south from here. Does have the Peckers, and now does have the ice golems coming through, but not really too much to help the balloons down the bottom. And the Queen just did, oh no, it was the Grand Warden that went down. So at this point, he's just going to run out of steam, unfortunately, due to having to use that heal spell on the healers and not necessarily the bowlers in the middle. You can see what he's trying to do. Look at how close the buildings are. The bowlers could get good value, but they do go down relatively quick. Maybe the change to the healers definitely helping out there, but due to any Pecker smash, you normally see the healers on the Peckers because they are ahead of the bowlers due to the bowlers being ranged troops. So that might have given Cream Esports a little bit of a lifeline, as it isn't a 3-star. They are still going to be ahead on percentage here, Tribe. What can they get to? Still soldiering on with the King's ability. It is going to probably be 75% if I were to have a guess, as minions at the bottom are cleaning up. Might even be close to 80% depending on pathing of these troops. 30 seconds left, so he's not going to stop there. Going to allow himself to get absolutely the most percentage. When there are only 5 players in a war, every single building can have a huge impact. Every village is worth 20% total destruction. So when you break that down, 100% of the base, it is basically 0.2% per percentage of total destruction. Per percentage of attack, that is the total destruction of the entire war. And looking at it, Tribe are 5% in the lead. Overall, that is 25% of a base. What can Cream Esports do on response as they come straight in? So they are 25% of a single base down at this point, and they need probably to really boost that percentage or to just get the 3 stars and get this in the bag. Going in against Mudkey, using them minions to just clean out this section and create that funnel quite nicely, look, but no doubt there will be a Tesla in that area. Not going to be able to that cheaply take out the funnel, but the Queen should be able to reach that Tesla and then drive herself back into the base here. Let's see how it turns out. No Tesla pops at the moment. Maybe there's just a giant bomb there. Maybe that is what that wall is hiding. Queen's ability is pressed. There is a Tesla, and the Sui Queen doesn't quite get the single Infernos, or the multi-Infernos, but does provide access to them. We now have E-Drags coming forward. We've seen this attack. We actually seen Sebex do it, I think it was, in one of the previous videos. You guys can let me know down in the comments who that was. Blimp comes at a slightly different angle from the Eagle, or the Eagle Artillery and the Electro Dragons, sorry, and they are going to be able to take down the Queen. The archers inside, though, they really slow down the Electro Dragons. They try to chain the archers instead of the buildings. Everything going south here. 13 balloons to try and get onto that town hall and get this down, because although he's created pathing and taken out that bottom section, definitely not what was intended from the E-Drags. I think he wanted a lot more from that. Going to have enough to get through the town hall here, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the percentage that Cream Esports need. Remember, they are 25% of a base down overall here, and as the balloons get to that town hall, they take it down with the Grand Warden's ability. Unfortunately, a couple of balloons outside of that range, uses the heal spell, which is going to give them a bit of a boost. Unfortunate that the tornado trap is in that area, and they move forward. They are going to stall out here as the wizard towers. There's a red air bomb. There's just way too much damage, but I might have spoke too soon in terms of that percentage. This is a good percentage in that of 80, what is it going to be, about 83-84% for Cream Esports, so they can't really ask for too much more than that, especially, you know, in this situation. And really they now just need Tribe to get a low percentage 2-star to give themselves a boost in terms of that percentage game, or they do indeed need to have another 3. So if you think about it, other than the 99% that initially was done by Tribe Gaming, Cream Esports have actually had the more consistent percentage here across the board, getting close to 90% here. 89 they're going to close out on, so a good attack, that one, just falling short. E-Drags not quite getting the value he would have wanted over that left side. Grand Warden is going to be out of range of the Tesla and able to get one of them, so it is actually going to be a 90% attack there. What can Tribe Gaming and Eve Maxi do on response? If this is a low percentage 2-star, if this is the 90% minus 25, if this is a 65% 2-star, the clans are again level at this point. Any more than that, Tribe Gaming remain in the lead on percentage, and if it's a 3-star, they really put themselves back in the lead here. Quickly creating the funnel on either side to drive the Queen into the base. King on one side, again, has that wizard there very nicely, is going to get picked off by the Tesla, and then the P.E.K.K.A on the other side. The P.E.K.K.A's able to tank for themselves as they're taking damage, gets them wall breakers in nice and quickly whilst he's got a lot of defenses tanked, whilst he's got the rage spell in there, and busts his way forward. Jump spell trying to drive the Queen over towards that left side, doesn't want her getting caught too far to the right, but I think that she is going to go there. Might get lucky here and have the CC troops pull his Queen back in, but no, she does indeed drive forward, is going to get the Eagle, but not really going to be driven across to that right hand side. I was surprised by the jump spell placement. Is the Queen even going to get the Eagle as the healers are taking a lot of damage? Didn't put a minion in order to help. Now it comes in, but is that going to be costly, as that was a little bit late on that minion deployment? The Queen does go down and she doesn't get that Eagle, so Definitely costly towards the 3 stars, but remember, over 65% keeps Tribe Gaming in the lead here. The Slammer able to take down them first couple of defenses, move its way towards that multi. Unfortunately, some air skeletons pop, and he has no real way to deal with that. As the Lava Hound comes across, that will pop, hopefully put some pups across to the Town Hall, but he's already over the 51%, already over that Town Hall, presses the Warden's ability, but some loons, although they were out of range, the haste spell did indeed push them forward. We are close to that 65%. He is well above that. So Tribe Gaming still in the lead on percentage, but going to fall short towards the end of the attack here. It is going to be approximately an 80% here by the time the clock ticks down. So Cream Esports, although they caught up on percentage a little bit, remain approximately 15% behind in terms of total destruction. They need 15 extra % on a base in order to catch up, or if they get that 3 stars, which we've seen they are capable of doing, they could clutch this from under the noses of Tribe Gaming. Let's see what they can do in response. We have 1 attack left each, and here it comes. Flippy of Cream Esports really needs a high percentage here, or a 3 star, in order to win this. He needs 15% more than Tribe Gaming, or the 3 stars. Let's see what is happening. This episode is intense, guys, and it was very intense against Team Queso as well. That video will be linked at the end. Cream Esports versus Team Queso didn't quite get the wall breakers into the area that was intended, but is going to be able to adapt and get them in to allow the Queen up towards that multi-inferno. She does take it down, but the Tesla farm, or the tornado trap, I do apologize, does pop, and she's under immense damage here. Going to have to press that ability, gets the expo to protect the healers a little bit, and decides to bring some loons in to try and reduce the damage onto the Queen, because she was getting battered there, and he needs the enemy Queen down. He needs more value from the Queen here in order to stand a chance. Uses the freeze, but misses one of the loons just a tad early on that, although gets what he needed to. Queen taking a lot of damage. She is going to go down. Leaves a loon up, which is not the end of the world. Thankfully did not pop the Lava Hound, because that could be disastrous. It is moving across to the Archer, so hopefully the minions do keep away from it. Still got a lot of base to get through. He wanted a little bit more. He needed a little bit more from his Queen, but still a lot of loons. Still got the Grand Warden's ability. Just about got the loons inside that, and that is going to protect them through the Giga Bomb, through the Multi-Inferno, and towards this back-end Wizard Tower. There are a lot of loons coming in here as they take down the Expo. So many of them. He has a freeze for the Wizard Tower and the Inferno. Decides to use it on the air defense instead and freeze the air skeletons to try and help them loons through. What is lurking next to that Wizard Tower? Is there a red bomb? Does he get a split here onto the Expo as the loons come down? He does not get that split, which is probably the best option he could have wanted here, because it's a grounded Expo, but due to the red air bomb and the air skellies, the balloon goes down, and in terms of cleanup, that could have been critical. He still has a lot moving around, but the Lava Hound has popped, and unfortunately that might mean that the 3 star is off the cards. Let's see. He's got a lot of troops here. He might just be able to do it. The Expo is grounded, so these minions just have to get through the buildings quick enough. He is going to do it. Cream Esports could be onto a winner against the first professional Clash of Clans team. We talk about percentage. They are going to do it. The Lava Pups might be the savior of this. I cannot go to that live attack until we know what happens. It is a 99%. Wow, this is crazy. We cannot get into the attack here from Itsu. Let's watch it live though. Here we go. We are in. Wow, they needed 15% more. So Itsu, 99% there. Itsu has to get greater than 85% to get the win for Tribe Gaming. If you guys didn't know who Cream Esports were, you know now they have blasted themselves onto the world stage with this matchup against Tribe Gaming. What an epic matchup this has been. We know Itsu has the talent to get this done, and Itsu is now creating English content, so his channel will be linked down below. Be sure to check him out and let him know that you came from me. Such a good friend and really top level content. Flying in here with the queen, takes out that enemy queen, does have a dragon and witch in the CC, which is going to slow him down incredibly, but that's not going to be a problem for Itsu. Gets through that, the dragon goes down, quickly pops that witch, and now able to move through to the other buildings. Quickly got some minions and archers over there as well to just strip out them buildings, do anything he can to help with time, activate that Giga Tesla if he needs to in order to adapt and get the hogs there, but I don't think so. This is going incredibly well for Itsu. Needs greater than 85% in order to win on percentage, or if they get the 3-star, that is it. Heartbreak for Cream Esports, but can they cling on? The queen doing what she does best. She's now in the center of the base. Look at the pathing for the hogs, straight down towards the town hall. We would need a Tesla farm to draw the hogs around it, but it's not going to happen. There's just too much being carved out the middle from the queen. Beautiful heal spell leading the hogs in towards that town hall. Grand Warden is slacking a little bit here, uses the rage, uses the ability to quickly take down that area. We are at 60% here, looking good, but the hog riders do get a good split here, or a bad split for Itsu, should we say, because that means they are less efficient, and he only has the one heal spell, which is used there. I think he's going to get the 85%, and potentially Itsu, we know how good this guy is. He is going to wrap things up for Tribe. You thought that Cream Esports had a chance here, but Itsu saving himself till last, blasting the 3 stars to wrap things up, and that was the most intense war that I have covered in Clash of Clans. You've got to leave a like for this one, and you've got to share it with your friends, because that was insane. Itsu gets it done. Cream Esports were so close, but yet they were so far. What an amazing show. Tribe Gaming versus Cream Esports. If you want to see more action from Cream Esports versus Team Queso, go ahead and click this video. They were incredible in that one as well, guys, but that is going to wrap it up for this video. Until next time, peace out.